80 at Lancaster, 78 at Dubuque and Galena. The Barn in Platteville is proud to bring you this interview with Jason Pritchett and Billy Dean. If you've got a wedding, family, or class reunion, or a special event, make it more than memorable by holding it at the Barn. Become a fan on Facebook, or click their link at WGLR.com. Call Kurt Timlin today for info at 778-7992. And joining us live in studio, not one, but two country music hit makers for you. Let's give a warm welcome to our first panelist who's going to sign in. He's a brand new country music artist that you've been hearing here on 97.7 Country with his debut single, Good Show. His name is Jason Pritchett. Hi, Jason.
Hey, man. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
It's great to meet you.
You too, man.
Great. And joining you is a man that a lot of our listeners are very familiar with from hit songs like Somewhere in My Broken Heart, Billy the Kid, and maybe every Friday, Rubber Ducky.
I love that you play that, man.
Let's welcome Billy Dean to the show. Hi, Billy.
Ryan, good to see you, man. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, too. I have to tell you, today is in multiple ways, a dream come true, because I was one of the original 100 Billy Dean fan club members.
No.
But you know what that means?
Well, yeah.
Lifetime.
That is lifetime.
That is a lifetime member.
That's
so
awesome. Because, you know, the very first fan club party I think we did Rubber Ducky at the fan club party there in Nashville. So, man, I'm honored to have you. And here you are in country radio. That's
here we
awesome,
are,
man.
all these years later, too. You know, Jason, I see, and Billy, too, I see many parallels in both of your careers. Do you see that or not? Or is this me looking as an industry insider?
Well, how about you explain to me what your parallels are first?
Well, let's start out with the sheer fact that both of you started out on kind of reality-based television.
That's
shows.
right. That's right. I didn't even know that until I met Billy and he mentioned that he was on Star Search.
Star Search was the original one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember watching that back when I was like in diapers.
Hey, come on now.
No. Yeah. So there's several parallels, but that definitely is one of them for sure.
You were on America's Got Talent.
Yep.
That's probably where people first got to know you from. I would say.
Yeah. You bet. Back in 2007, I was a top 5 finalist on the TV show, and I got beat by a puppet that year, man.
I was going to say you lost to some dummy.
Yeah,
so
Blackwood said last night.
You lost to some dummy.
I did. No, he was a great guy, and he was great at his talent. But yeah, I have to say that I always got beat by a puppet or a dummy.
A dummy. So when you did your audition, I can imagine what that's like. Do you even finish that up and walk off the stage and go, I don't even know what just happened to me. I don't remember it. Was it like that or not?
You know, yes and no. The live audience wasn't really that big,
Okay.
you know. I mean, they make it look so grand on TV and so extreme, but in all reality, there is no reality really to it. I hate to break that news to you. But it's you know, I've been doing this in Branson, you know, live performance since 2002, so you know I kind of had my feet wet in the showbiz live music world, so it wasn't too bad.
What about you, Billy, and Star Search? Do you even remember? I mean, that was that was not. You didn't just start having hits like the year after that either. I mean, that was well before then.
I was a nervous wreck. I mean, Ed McMahon, you know, was the guy there, and I was, because you feel like this is my break, this is my shot, and I put so much pressure on myself because, you know, you do want to do well, and you know, man, this is it. This is my only shot, my one and only shot. And so I won my first show. You had to win a series of shows, and I got myself so worked up to the point where by the time the next week rolled around to do the show, I was sicker. I was so sick. I just worked myself into, you know, my immune system, I just broke down. So all the pressure. See, I wanted it worse than you did.
Oh, I was more seasoned.
Yeah, he was seasoned.
No,
Actually, he
I'm
was.
kidding.
I've been in Nashville writing songs and doing sessions and things like that, you know, so that was a lot. It was a lot of pressure. But I just remember one thing I remember is old Ed McMahon. Man, he had him about three vodka tonics before he'd do the show. Man, I just remember, I think I smell vodka on that guy's breath. Man. How can he do a show, man? He's all tanked.
That's
His
just
tank.
funny.
His
That
man
is
is
funny.
tanked.
Well, we're going to share some Jason Pritchett music this hour. We're going to share some Billy Dean music this hour. We're going to see if we can twist your arm into performing live as well.
You bet.
All of this is coming up. We're going to start out, Jason, with the song that our listeners have fallen in love with. This song is doing fantastic for us. This has been showing up in our top 99 countdown of the most requested songs. It's even been number one several times already in the top 99 countdown.
That's great.
I
Love
knew
that.
that we had something with this record when we started playing it. Either as it was playing or right when it got done, the phone would usually ring and it was always the same question: who sang that?
That's awesome.
And I
That's
knew
great.
that we had something there. So
Man, that's great.
this is a song that our listeners are really identifying with. Tell me about Good Show.
Yeah, you bet. Good show, man. It's see, back in 2000 I started riding bulls, and I rode bulls in the PRCA circuit for about 5 years. And so when I met Billy said, let's write some music and let's write about what you know. And I said, hey, I know about bull riding, so let's write about that. And the song Good Show speaks of a bull rider, but it could be anybody for that matter, a barrel racer, a team roper, calf roper, motocross, anybody who puts their life in danger every night to sell a ticket and really just to put on a good show for the fans. And so that's what it talks about. It talks about the trials and struggles they go through day in and day out just to put on a good show.
We're going to play it for you now. It's Jason Pritchett who's live in studio with us on Afternoon Drive Live with Good Show. More coming up with Jason Pritchett and Billy Dean live in studio here at 97.7 Country and WGLR.com on Afternoon Drive Live.